Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Bomb has been defused.
What's up guys, this is N0ting Gilbert, and right now I'm going to be showing you a B execute on the map D. So for the B execute on Deep Mirage, there's a couple smokes and flashes you need. You're going to want 5 smokes ideally to use this strat. 1 for top middle and 4 for the B bomb site. The top middle one you throw, as you know, to make it look like a default, so they can't read you right from the beginning of the round. The rest of the smokes are going to be used, 1 for as you're running out, maybe to put out a Molotov, but the other 3 are in the bomb site. One's center site, one's left side site, and one's right side site. All 3 of these smokes are meant to block off a different position, and when we go in game, I'll show you more of those. You're going to need a couple flashes, at least 2 minimum. 1 to throw as you're running out, and 1 to throw late as your 3 entry fraggers are going out. You're going to want to have 1 stay back and flash. A Molotov could be used for the van or bench area, but it's not absolutely necessary. Sometimes it's good not to throw a Molotov because you can guess people are going to stay in positions, and you can kind of find them in their holes, so to speak. So now we're going to go in game. I'm going to show you the specifics of those smokes and flashes, and I'll see. All right, so I'm going to be showing you the first player of the B site exec on Mirage. So what this player is doing is he's going to be smoking out the right side of the bomb site. So once you call a time, you're just going to line up next to this pillar, go up from this pole right here, this line, to the point of the ceiling, and you're literally just going to release the smoke and then start moving forward. So once the smoke pops, you're going to also be the flasher for your teammate in front of you. So you have one teammate in front of you who's going to be waiting right here, and you're going to be right behind him. As he's ready to go, he might start rounding this corner. What you do for the flash is you put this left side of the wall right here to like the 3rd stair right there. You just line up in the center, and as you run, you just throw it like that, and it kicks out the window. It's a pretty easy flash to learn once you try it. It seems more complicated than it is, but you kind of just get right here and throw it as you run and release. After you throw that flash, you're going to do that with your teammate running out, and then you're both just going to gun out, and your job is to try to jump out the window here and clear the close left. This is the smoke you just threw, and it's going to be working with other smokes in the center of the site and the left, and that's what I'll show you next. So the next player here is the center site smoke at the B exec here. So basically what you're doing is you're playing off the time you call. You're coming up to this line here. You're looking down into the center, and you're edging out to the left until there's an opening right here of the sky. So you can see this opening here. So this white trim on the building here, you're going to be aiming to the left of it, just in the center of the opening here, and you're just going to be ducked, and you're going to release at the time your team calls. What this smoke does is it goes in the center of the bomb site, and it's pretty helpful for you to get the bomb down and to take the site because it cuts out the vision for anyone who wants to spot in these passive spots here, so they can't see the B hall. The only spot that you kind of have to be aware of is someone who could jump on here, they could still see over this, right? After you throw that smoke, you're going to be the flasher for your teammates in front of you. So you're going to wait here, and as the smokes are about to land, you're throwing 1 flash, and ideally you have a 2nd. If you only have 1, coordinate with your teammates and maybe have someone else throw a flash early for you so you could throw this flash as they exit. Your job here is going to be just to stay back mostly, and ideally you might want to be a sniper here so that you can come out last as your team's entering the bomb site. You throw the smoke. As they get close, you throw 1 flash, and then as they're running out, you try to throw another high. That shouldn't blind them because there should be about here as it pops. And then they can get out here, and anyone out there should be blind. And then you're coming up last to stay up here, secure their window, jump out, and watch their flank after the plant is done. All right, so this next part here of the B execute on Mirage is going to be the left side site smoke and one of the first entry fraggers out. So what you're going to do here is you're going to get close, making sure to hug this right wall so you don't get picked from anyone pushing this crack right here that snipes it. You're going to stay here. You're going to wedge yourself in this little corner right here. Make sure you're not out at all. You're just flat against the wall. And of course, you'll have to practice this before running it. You put yourself in this corner here, and then when the time is called, you put your pin at the height of this black window right here, the second one, out to the right past the corner. You can test this, like I said, to make sure it goes right. When you throw this smoke, what it does is it lands on the left side of the bomb site here, which cuts out the vision of anyone who wants to stand here in the open, and it pushes them out here, and any sniper who might be playing this spot or rotate can't see you crossing for the B exec. This is really important because this is one of the easiest shots for a sniper to hit when he crosses. What you're then going to be doing is you're going to be the entry fragger here. So you're going to work up after that smoke to this point, and then right as your first teammate flashes over the wall, you're rounding the corner, and at the same time you're on the corner, the teammate behind you is throwing this flash. So what you're doing is you're waiting for the one over, you're running, and then this flash is going to come and pop out the window. Your job is to jump out the window right after that flash, clear this, and then wrap the site this way. All right? After the plant, or after you take the site rather, your job is basically to hold the E-box area, as my team calls it, and stay here. There should be smokes up, so if you need to, communicate to your team that there could still be one alive back bench because you're not going to be clearing that. All right, so the next guy in the strat is going to be the guy who's going middle. His role is basically just to throw top middle smoke and throw a couple grenades to, again, keep everyone in their default positions. You don't want anyone stacking the B bomb site while your team's hitting it. So it's important that you keep the sniper that plays window in window and you keep some attention on mid. So potentially that you might get a little aggressive off catwalk or A, and they might converge on middle, which takes away their focus from the B bomb site. So again, you're just coming here, throwing the top mid smoke, and they're going to work up here. Your team may ask you to delay that smoke if they want to go later, so you could do that as well. You could just delay the whole strat and throw the smoke later. You come here, you either throw flash high over the wall or you throw one here. Try to have a second flash if you can to help sell the fake late. Molotov connector, and then flash up mid. Now you have two options here. You either, one, get behind the box and stay alive somewhere back here, hiding over there, here, and just wait for your team to take B and try to kill the flankers who want to come take the site back. Or you can go somewhat aggressive if you think that they might not have an op window, or if you want to kill the opper window. As this smoke is up and you throw a flash high mid, you can come behind the smoke and kind of try to walk through the right side, and it catches people off guard sometimes because you sneak through and kill this guy really quick, and they don't normally expect that aggressive play on what looks like a default. After you throw that smoke and you make your defense or your distraction mid, your job is pretty much done, and then you play the rest of the round based on what happens to your team. All right, so the final player of the B execute is going to be going upper B hall, and he wants a smoke for sure. Flash and Molotov helps, but your smoke is mainly going to be used to put out a Molotov when your teammates execute. So everyone in your team is going to be lined up as follows. You're going to have a guy here, and then two guys up there, and they're going to be all throwing smokes, right? So as they all throw their set smokes, you want to make sure that you're behind, out of the way, and ready to throw a flash over, and then have your smoke to be in the rush. So your flash is kind of a bonus. If you have a flash, it's good because you can coordinate with your other teammate back here who's throwing flashes. You could throw your flash early, and it's a way for them to bait some nades maybe, and then you have more flash from your other teammate to throw over as you run out. So you might throw a flash early, right as your team throws their smokes, just so the team maybe throws their Molotov, their first Molotov. Your smoke is for the Molotov as well. So you want to get up here with your teammate quick after you throw your flash, maybe walk if the tempo calls for it. But mainly your job here is because a lot of CT teams throw a Molotov here. So what you're going to do when this Molotov goes off is you're going to be here to immediately throw smoke in the Molotov so your team can run through and you're able to keep the explosive factor of the strat alive. Now, if they don't throw a Molotov, you obviously don't want to just waste the smoke here, and you want to save that for something in the after plan. So if they don't throw the smoke, this is time where you could still pull out nades. You might want to use a Molotov towards the van area to block a guy off from hiding down here. Or as you swing to the right, if your team looks like they're good, since you have two people ahead of you, you could throw a Molotov like this to push a guy out from the jail area, which is only one of the only hiding spots they have remaining in the execute. After that, you're playing off the two teammates in front of you who are entering the bomb site, and it's your job to carry the bomb into the bomb site and plant. So as this role, you're one of the safety guys of the team, you're putting out the Molotov, you're throwing support nades for the first two guys, and then you're planting the bomb once the site's clear.